Hey guys, what's going on? Sunny here from Online Sales Funnel Academy, coming to you from a very snowy Saturday morning here in Seattle, Washington. I hope everybody's having a great Saturday. I want to talk today a little bit about a topic that really could change everybody's life who's a business owner or entrepreneur. So a few videos back, I talked about the importance of a value ladder. And if you remember kind of what that is, it means when you sit down and actually sketch out the products and services that your company offers in ascending price and value. Okay, so in other words, let's say you offer free things at the bottom, like stuff like this for me. I'm offering free content. And then let's say later I have a $47 course, and then I have a $197 course, and then I have a $1,000 course, and then I have an in live and in person intensive for 3,000, and then I'm just saying, and then later you would have like a $25,000 mastermind or something. Um, so whether you're brick or mortar or doing offering professional services, you always want to make sure that you know and understand what your value ladder is. Okay, so let's say really quick that you have a brick and mortar. So let's say you're selling physical products. I know there was someone on here that owns a boutique. So let's say that someone comes to the boutique and let's say it's clothing. I think that's what that means. So they've got some trinkets up by the cash register for around $10, and then maybe they have a signature, maybe they have a specialty in scarves or jackets of a certain kind, and let's say those are 50, 60, or $100. So you kind of see what I'm saying. So so this story actually, now that being said, this story comes to you today. I'm talking about what AMC Theater did in 2018 that saved their business and could also save yours. Okay, so what am I talking about? So when we're talking about your value ladder, it's basically we're describing the different ways that you can make money. So it doesn't always have to be a physical product. So one of the lower or middle tier products that can happen is what we call a continuity program. So continuity just means that your people are paying the bill every single month, hopefully. Kind of like your cable bill is a continuity program. Cheese of the month, wine of the month, anything of the month program you can think of, that is all continuity programs. Um, let's see. There's just everything else. So cash flow is king, okay? Not cash. Cash flow is king. And it's often said that if you don't have a continuity program, then you don't have a business. So I want you to think about that for a second. So you might be in a position right now where you're trading your time for money, and you're doing consulting, or you own a brick and mortar. So you're exchanging that widget. I want you to think of a way that you could actually take a product inside of your store or a service and offer a continuity program around it. Here's another example. Last night, I reached out to someone I know. He might be on this page. Hey, John, what's up? He owns a meadery. He makes mead, and he offers a continuity program. Every 90 days, he releases 2 brand new meads, and it's like an alcohol, and people they pre-order those. They're $50 for the 2 bottles, and he's completely sold out. He can't make anymore. He's at capacity, right? The second example is John Grisham, the writer. He just started a continuity program. It's something called, I think it's called Catch a Killer or something like that, where every month he writes a murder mystery in a box and mails it to you, and you and your spouse or whoever sit down and you have to, solve it together. Okay, so you're paying that monthly fee in exchange for that whatever. Okay, so what does this have to do with AMC? Well, I love movies, and we go to movies all the time around here. And so a few months back, you guys probably noticed this too. All of a sudden, I was sitting in AMC theater, and all of a sudden we noticed that there was this alert, on the screen. It says, join the AMC Stubs program for $20 a month and get unlimited movies, or something like that. It was kind of confusing because it said get 3 free movies per week. And so everybody I talked to, we were all thinking, well, that can't be right. It's probably 3 per month because that's what I would expect, right? So I came home, I investigated it, I signed up, and it turns out it is 3 movies per calendar week from Thursday to the following Wednesday, because that's when movies releases on Thursday. And so I was really interested about how that worked because it was only $20. And I thought, well, surely this, I mean, is this going to work? Like, what is this? So being a marketer, I was really interested in what that would look like. Well, a few months later, about 6 months later, I received an email from the CEO. It was a blast email, went out to everybody, and it said, thank you for being a Stubbs member. Okay, now get this, you guys, from a marketing point of view. So they had been advertising this in every single theater. Apparently, AMC was not doing that great. And them and Regal, because their competitors were, you know, if you've gone to movies lately, you know, streaming platforms like Amazon and Netflix and those guys, you know, the big releases are down. That's why movie stars, I follow Will Smith and those guys over on YouTube. That's why they've got their own, or The Rock, they have their own YouTube channels now that have millions of people sitting on them because, you know, viewership is down in the theater and it's up over online because people like to watch things when they want to watch things. So the letter or the email actually stated from the CEO that so many over 500,000 people had signed up at $20 a piece, okay? And for their program, and of course, I'm all doing the math, boop, 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 right? So they went from hardly making any money, whatever that means, to over $10 million a month in recurring revenue. And their program is now just getting bigger and bigger. And think about all the extra revenue that is coming from, I don't know how the revenue works with the popcorn or whatever, but think about the popcorn stand and the drinks. It's already overpriced. So now those people that would not like they would have had to have, it's kind of like the bowling alley. I have a bowling channel, but it's kind of like the bowling alley. The lights are on, and if nobody shows up, you have to keep the bowling alley open. You can't just close it down. Or an ice rink, you can't just close it down because, you know, there's only one person skating. You know, you have to stay open during your hours of operation, right? So the challenge becomes, what can you do as a business owner to create continual income into your business that keeps people around? Now, so it's a 2-tiered approach. So the first approach is getting people interested and getting them in. The second part is making sure and trying to get them to stick around, because the average stick around time in a program, you know, if you don't have a lot of engagements, it's about 3 to 4 months. People join things for 4 months and then they drop off. You know, I mean, not everybody. There's a certain percent that will stick around for a year or two, like myself. But on average, you can expect, this is an industry standard I found, you can expect a 20% drop-off rate per month. So if you're doing advertising, you know, and trying to get people into your program, let's say you get 50 the first month, you would need to try and expect to get 65 the next month, because 15 are going to drop off, which I think is 20% of, I'm trying to do math on the fly here, but you know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you're always replacing the people that don't stick around, and try and grow that program, or really engage with your customers and make sure that they're happy and they stick around. Because if people like where they're at, if they have an emotional connection with your brand, they will stick around. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what other ideas you would have for this, or if you think this would work for your brand. And let me know your thoughts on this one. I will talk to you soon. Bye.